on Facebook and on YouTube and on LinkedIn and on LateNightHealth.com and on Twitter. Hi, I'm Mark Alyn, and this is Mark Alyn Cooks Your Dinner. We're not going to cook dinner tonight. We're going to make dessert, and this is a holiday treat we're going to make. And I don't know if our guest chef knows, but this is a treat that Egyptians made more than 2,000 years ago. And, whoops, what did I spill? And more, more than 2,000 years ago, and the gods were the only ones who could eat it. It's marshmallows. We're going to talk about these artisan handmade Elle's marshmallows on today's show. Don't go away. We've got some great things happening. Hello, I am Mark Alyn, and this is Mark Alyn Cooks Your Dinner. If you have comments during our show, if you want to talk with us, you can chat. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to do a couple of things. We're going to make hot chocolate, an adult beverage, and we're going to do a s'more. Now, we usually start our show by toasting, and we're going to toast over a candle later with a marshmallow. However, we're going to bring Lissa Levy in. Lissa is a good friend of the family. Her parents are good friends. We miss them. They moved to Kentucky. And we're going to bring Lissa in right now. I think. There we are. Hey, all the way from freezing cold, rainy Chicago. Hello, Lissa.
Hi. Thanks for having me back.
Lissa has two things that we have to talk about. First, Lissa, and I think I've said this on our other two episodes, but I'll repeat it. Lissa is the youngest person, other than my own children, that I've ever held. I walked into her parents' house about 4 or 6 hours after you were born. I was holding a tray of pastrami and corned beef. And your mother came out holding you and kind of yelled at me and said, "You're going to drop the pastrami, hold the baby."
Well,
priorities, right? Priorities. The other interesting thing about Lissa is she has been on our show more than anybody else. This is her third visit. And I'm hoping that during 2023, we'll have her on at least another 3 times. We're going to be talking about Elle's marshmallows. I'm eating a coconut one, and we're going to make a really, really good. Excuse me.
Just wait till you toast that one. Now, then you'll have a toasted coconut marshmallow.
Yes, exactly. We'll do it, and maybe I'll get toasted. We're going to use Kahlua, and we're going to use Remy Martin, and a special Remy, 1738. Which is an extra fine, and I bought this little half pint, which is so cute, at Total Wine. I was walking down an aisle, and I saw one bottle in the specialty case, and they sold it to me, and I think I paid $10 for that, maybe 12. So, all right.
To you.
Yeah, I'm sorry?
I said it called out to you.
Yes, it was a great deal. Let's start by making, I know, we had one other thing to talk about before we start our cooking. So about a month ago, I was doing an interview, a pre-recorded interview, and my phone starts going off. I'm getting, "Mark, I'm a food stylist on set." And it was Lissa. So even though we're, 1,800 miles apart, the world really is small. It was so funny.
Yeah, I kept saying to the producer, "Mark Alyn in LA, I know him." And she's like, "Oh, yeah, you work together." No, I'm like, "I know him. No, I know him. I know that guy."
it's hysterical. Well, if you have comments, if you're watching right now, let us know, and we appreciate anything that you have to say. Let's turn around over here. We're going to drop Lissa for just 1 second. We're going to thank a couple of people. We don't have any sponsors, but we're going to mention a few people. We're going to mention Whole Foods. We have their reduced fat milk, which I've added just a touch of leftover cream. Tate's Bake Shop. They make great cookies, and these particular cookies we're using tonight are gluten-free, and they are ginger zinger, there we go, cookies, and we're using those to make s'mores, because I don't like graham crackers. Even as a kid, I couldn't eat it. I eat them, but they're not my favorite. We have some cocoa powder, which is Dutched. Actually, let's come back over here and bring Lissa in. Lissa, do you know the difference between natural and Dutched cocoa?
Well, the Dutch cocoa is processed with alkali.
Yes. And what that does, it's supposed to smooth it out, and make it, give it a little, not a sharp taste. We're going to be using cocoa, and cocoa is, of course, without sugar, it can be bitter, right? So, without further ado, I'm going to go back here, and you can direct me a little bit, okay?
All right, let's do it.
And Charlie and company, thank you very much. Mom is there. So, hello, Mom. We've got Heidi from Kentucky there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Here
Charlie's my little baby niece, just so you know.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
She's just 7 months old.
Oh, congratulations. You know, we almost named our daughter Charlie, and at the last minute we changed it to Carly. Okay. What do I do over here? I've got a pot.
All right, so take your sugar and your cocoa powder and your
Right.
vanilla and pinch of salt.
Oh, okay. We'll get a pinch of salt coming up in a second. I'm putting a lot more in than 2 tablespoons each, but that's okay.
No,
As long as it's equal parts.
no, I
You want to
measured it.
just make
I
sure it's
measured
equal
it.
parts.
You measured it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Carol said she measured it. And there's a dash of
That's
salt.
good enough.
Great.
Okay.
So go ahead and get your vanilla in there.
Oh, okay. And I'm using Nelson Massey Madagascar Bourbon Pure Vanilla Bean Paste. It's, whoa! Does everybody see that?
Well, now it's extra delicious.
Yeah, oh, it's going to be great. I love vanilla. So do I start the fire now? Or
Well, hold on for one moment. Get yourself a whisk and get yourself set up for success.
yes.
A whisk.
And do what?
Yes, get yourself set up for success.
Yes.
A whisk.
A whisk.
Oh, a whisk.
Yep.
Here's a whisk.
Great. Now, you're gonna just splash a little bit of milk in there.
Got it. And there is no heat on at this point.
No heat and just a little splash. Yep, good. Now, whisk that all together. You're making a paste before any heat gets added.
Oh, and I have to tell you, the smell, the aroma, the nose of the chocolate says, I'm chocolate.
Yes, I bet it does, and all that vanilla extract or all that vanilla paste. Okay,
Right.
now you can start to heat it up, but keep whisking.
Okay. You know what I need to do? I need to take a spoon. It is smoothing out. I need to get into the crevice of this pot a little bit.
Yeah, you sure do.
And bring that there. And bring that there. Good. Okay. This is almost like making a roux, isn't it?
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. A little chocolate roux. Okay, so go ahead and put a little bit of heat on that.
Okay, it's on.
You could even go up to maybe medium heat.
There. So I've got it on kind of a medium heat.
Yep, that's perfect.
All right.
Now, when that's all combined and there are no lumps, then you can start adding in your milk.
Got it.
Now, here's where the art comes in. It stops being a science.
Come on, break up, you stupid thing. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
There it goes. Heat's going to help you now.
All right. And how about now?
Okay, well, it's looking pretty good. So let it get warm, and then once it's warm, then you can go ahead and start adding your milk in.
Okay. This is Mark Alyn Cooks. If you have comments, let us know. Jeff Levy is looking for it. Hooray for Elle's, he said. Yes. And Howard Sandler is watching. Hello, Mark and Carol. So how do I know it's hot enough?
Well, when your lumps are gone, and it's all one consistent paste.
Right.
And maybe it even starts to bubble a little bit, but you can see that it's changing color a little bit where it's starting to get hot.
And it's starting to bubble.
Okay, so now you can start putting your milk in.
Slowly.
Slowly. And here's the thing. I would say that 2 cups of milk is about right. If you want it a little weaker, you add more milk. If you want it a little richer, you add less.
We'll add... Oh, man.
So you just do what you feel.
Great.
As with every recipe I give you, you do what you feel.
All right, let's do a little bit more. Now, if you're a vegan, or you are lactose intolerant, you could use almond milk.
Absolutely. Coconut milk, soy milk, oat milk, pea milk, any milk.
What was the last milk?
Pea milk.
Oh, yes, pea milk. I've seen that.
Yeah, cashew milk, all the milks. All the milks. They're all on the table.
Got it. Does pea milk have any flavor? I mean, coconut does. Coconut milk does. Almond milk does.
I find pea milk to have a very slight grassy flavor.
Got it. I'm going to turn the heat up just a little bit. And I should say that if you're diabetic, you can use one of the sweeteners like a stevia.
Sure.
Right.
If you don't want to spike your blood sugar, you definitely don't need to use sugar.
You know what we didn't think about when we're making this? I'm going to add some more milk. And I'm just going to finish it up. There we go. Now, what I want to do is I want to come back over here. And I want to show everybody how the Elle's marshmallows come. So there's a box, and that's my coconut. But if you look, they come, and I think you get 8 in a box. There's another bigger box. And they come in all different kinds of flavors. So the one question that I do have for you, when the Egyptians created marshmallows, you know, when I was in high school 2,000 years ago, they used parts of the marsh plant.
Mhm.
Do we still use that or not? Or are we using gelatin instead?
Oh, I'm definitely using gelatin. Yeah. And the strength of my mixer, not the strength of my arms.
Got it. Yeah, that would be rough. All right, let's go back and see how we're doing over here with the hot chocolate. I'm going to turn that up. I think we want to bring it to just under boiling.
Yes.
Now, Carol, I have a little job for you because I can't think of how to get the hot chocolate into the little cups that we have, because we're going to do hot
All right,
chocolate
pour it in the
shots.
measuring cup and then pour it in the...
Oh, pour it. Very good. That works. I'm going to bring these over. Now, we're probably going to do 2. Oops, I'm stuck. There. Now, these little bits of chocolate, they're wet and they're not breaking apart, but they're not full of powder.
Yeah, the goal is to have gotten those broken up in the paste stage. So if that's not the case, then you might get a little mouthful of powder. And
Yeah, I don't think there'll be powder in these, and they're still breaking up.
well, then just a little patience.
Yeah. I was telling somebody today I have no patience. I'm not a doctor after all. Denise Anderson, she says she's big fans of hot chocolate. You've got to try this, because what we're going to do, we're going to melt some, we're going to take the hot chocolate, we're going to put some booze in, and then we're going to put a piece of the marshmallows that we have into the hot chocolate. This one's coconut. I'm going to move that to there. While that's heating up, one more time, why don't we take the chocolate for the hot chocolate? Does that make sense?
Sure.
Okay.
Like I said, all my children melt in a hot chocolate.
Move over, see if we can see.
Okay. Got it. You're right, Carol. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to open this up in advance. And I'm going to cheat a little bit. Smells like chocolate. I'm going to... Now we're doing hot chocolate shots. The kids do tequila shots. You do tequila shots. I can tell by that smile. On your
Not for
face.
a long time. I gotta wake up in the morning.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to cut this into some little pieces, like that, and like that, and we can put that in.
Oh, we're getting comments. Here, look.
And Joshua Siegel, Elle's marshmallows also come with booze in them? I didn't know that.
That is true. I do. I have one that's based on an old-fashioned cocktail. I make it with Knob Creek and the juice from maraschino cherries and orange zest. I do an amaretto.
Wait, I got to check my box.
They're not in there.
They're not in the box. I've been robbed.
I'm so sorry.
That my drink, my preferred drink with whiskey is an old fashioned.
Ooh, look at the pot. Whoa, whoa,
Whoa!
Turn
I
it
gotta
off.
look at the pot.
Turn it off.
I'm turning that
Oh
down.
my God.
I think those lumps are gone.
Yes, and they are absolutely gone. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to pour this into a cup, and we'll do that without burning myself.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. The old elbow. All right, we just have to move this out of the way. Okay, we're fine. And this is live TV. And we don't have a lot of kitchen fairies to help. So anyway. All right, so what I'm going to do is I've got 2 glasses, and we can do 2 different kinds. I thought the chocolate would work. Which other marshmallow should I prepare? Oh, the coconut maybe.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
hold on.
Yeah.
What are the other? You've got a chai in there, and what's the last flavor? Oh, honey lavender. Yeah, do chocolate and coconut.
Okay. So
You're right.
what I'm going to
chocolate and
do
coconut.
is I'll put that there.
Oh wait, no, hold on, because we're not gonna do tea.
Right.
We're not gonna do tea. So yeah, do the honey lavender, and do with the Remy Martin, and do the chocolate with your Kahlua.
Got it. All right. So I'm going to take this out. I've got chocolate, and I made some. And then we're going to come back to the coconut when we make the s'more.
No, you're gonna do the chai with the s'more, and you're just gonna toast the coconut and eat it.
1 second.
I know, I got you. Don't worry. I'm tracking.
There. Okay. Headphone popped out. Okay. So this is the honey chai.
No, that is
No,
honey
that-
lavender.
Honey lavender.
Oh,
And it smells like that.
I'm adding this. Thank you,
And-
Heidi.
Yeah. Good catch. Yes, Carol. Somebody's got to keep me on my toes, Heidi. You know that. All right. I'll move that there. And I'm just making small little pieces. Now that hot chocolate is hot.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do now is let's bring that kind of front and center. We'll pour some into this cup.
I'm laughing at what Heidi said.
And Carol does it with such grace.
Thank you,
You have
thank
no
you.
idea. We should have a camera on afterwards, Heidi, because I'll get yelled at for spilling. Which goes in this one for the? Let's do the honey lavender first.
Yep. So throw in your Remy Martin.
All right, and that's just a splash to make it festive.
Exactly.
All right, let me get that.
Remy Martin is a brandy from France, really good. So I'm going to put a piece in there,
Ooh,
and I'm going to let it sit. Yeah, it should melt. Should I put more in?
Oh, I think that's plenty sugary.
Yes. And in the meantime, let's do this one. Yep, it's still hot. And I'll put some Kahlua in. And Carol and I were talking. Do you remember, well, Heidi and Jeff and Howard and maybe Josh, when you're watching too, is that Kahlua used to be very popular. We used to make black Russians and white Russians with this. And I just happen to have a little bottle of it. Do that. And I'm going to put a chocolate piece in there. Now what I want to do, while we're waiting for that to melt up, I'm going to move the box out of the way. I'll move the hot chocolate out of the way.
Oh, and Heidi said over ice cream too. We used to put it on ice cream.
I'm sorry, what?
Used to put it on.
Oh, over ice, yes, Kahlua over ice cream with the marshmallows. Be delicious.
Delicious.
All right. So I'm going to start with the honey lavender. And lavender, which grows all over Southern California, is very fragrant. It's drought resistant. I didn't know that, but it is. And it tastes good. And you can put it in like your underwear drawer if you want to have lavender smelling underwear. I don't know why somebody would want that, but you can think about that.
And it helps you sleep.
I'm sorry?
It helps.
And it helps you sleep.
Oh, and it helps you sleep. That's true. All right, here we go.
Cheers.
L'chaim. Oh, that's nice. It's very mild. It's really nice. And I have to be honest, I'm not a lavender person, but this is just the right amount of lavender.
That's my goal, is to just have it be just the right amount.
It really is. It's mellow. All right, before I get yelled at, I'm going to pass this to Carol.
Thank you.
Really nice. And the hot chocolate, by the way, is like the best hot chocolate ever.
Oh, it's delicious.
Oh, well, with all that vanilla bean paste, it better be, right?
Yes. And I did that again. Could you grab that for me?
It's delicious.
Yeah, it's delicious, Carol says, and I guess everybody can hear her talking. Okay, so the next one we're going to try is the hot chocolate with the chocolate marshmallow. Now, when I want a cake, I like a chocolate cake with chocolate icing. Carol likes a yellow cake with chocolate icing. But I go all in for the chocolate. So this is, oh man. With the Kahlua in there, Carol's already reaching for this one.
I'm hovering.
I'm gonna,
Wow. Really, really good.
really good. All right.
Oh,
So what
so
I'm going
good.
to do is I'm going to move some of this away just for a second. And I'm a nosher. What can I tell you? Oh. I'm going to take 2 cookies and we're going to make a s'more. I have chocolate here too. How are we going to melt the chocolate? Does that go over
Okay.
the...
So what you do is
Yes.
you've got your 2 cookies and get your chocolate on one of the cookies.
Yes, ma'am. All right. And I'm opening this up. This is dark chocolate. Most s'mores that I've ever had are with, milk chocolate. And both Carol and I prefer dark chocolate. And this
Well,
is
we're
something-
going to do this more with dark chocolate because we're going to do this one with the chai marshmallow
Got it.
and with this ginger zinger cookie.
Yes.
And it's going to blow your
We
mind.
want the chai, we don't want the coconut.
We want the chai marshmallow for this. Definitely the chai marshmallow.
Whoa. Yep, this is the chai. And I like chai tea. I drink that occasionally, not as much as I probably should. Okay, here we go. I'm
Now
gonna
this
test-
chai,
yeah.
now this chai marshmallow has my own blend of spices in it. So it has tea and black pepper and all kinds of delicious aromatic spices.
Got it.
And the base of this marshmallow is honey versus sugar. So it's going to melt a little differently. So get your candle lit.
All right. In a while, I'm going to be lit because of all the booze.
Good.
Yes. I think the last time you were on the show, maybe the first time, I don't remember, your mother commented that we drank too much.
Oh, I definitely drank too much the first time.
Oh, okay. You were nervous. I don't know. Here we go.
Okay,
So I've got
so-
that lit.
Okay, now cut off a little piece of that chai marshmallow, maybe a little less than a quarter of it.
A quarter of the whole brick?
Yeah, a little less than that because you probably don't need, a whole quarter.
The cookies are smaller than we thought. I had called Lissa in the market. Is that good?
That's great, and then I would cut that in half even
Yeah.
because you don't need like so much.
Right.
Okay, now skewer that sucker
Where did Carol put my skewer?
or grab a fork.
I'm going to grab. Do you have the skewer? I don't know what we did with it. we have all kinds of skewers. Here we come.
Now, the funny thing is, as a food stylist, I am often having conversations in the grocery store, or people are calling me from the grocery store. This is a daily occurrence for me.
Got
So
it. And a
I
food
was
stylist-
unfazed.
A food stylist is somebody who's on set who prepares all the food. So when you're watching a cooking show, for example, they prepare the food for the chef who's on camera talking about it. I guess under the guidance of that chef, because it's his or her recipe.
Yep.
Right.
Sometimes for packaging, or sometimes for a menu, or sometimes for a commercial. So there's
Got
all
it.
kinds of applications.
All right, here we go. I'm going to skewer this.
Okay,
and
and
I'm gonna
now
roast it over the candle, right?
Now, unlike an industrial marshmallow, this is going to melt a little faster. You don't have to be
Oh
quite so.
boy, yes.
Yeah, you can be a little gentler.
I think it's ready already.
Yeah, it might be. It might be. And then you use your other cookie to pull it off the skewer.
I'm stuck. Okay,
Okay, and now you've got your s'more.
and let me show that up. Here, Carol. Isn't that great? So, as I always do, as we've been drinking the coffee, I'm going to taste it.
The cocoa. Whoa, crunchy.
Mmm.
Better than a Graham?
Oh, 100%. Mm. I can feel the sugar rush.
Of course.
I did
Yeah,
know that marshmallows could be this delicious, yes.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, these are, excuse me. Hold on, Lissa. Talk, do something.
Okay, so one of the benefits of the chai marshmallow is that you get a lot of spiciness to it, and the dark chocolate helps with that, and then the gingery cookie also gives you a little extra heft to that whole thing. And the other thing about the chai marshmallow is that it's what I would consider the cross trainer of the marshmallows. It is delicious toasted. It's delicious in your hot beverage. It's delicious as a snacking marshmallow. It's delicious in the s'more. You could really do anything with it. And it's just a real fan favorite. And I felt like when I came up with the chai flavor, it was divine inspiration.
Well, I think I've asked for this. I haven't received it yet, but I'm cutting into the coconut.
Okay, now toast that one over the candle also, but be a little gentler and let the candle brown it a little bit more.
So don't hold it as close.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then just eat that one having
Right
the
off the
gentle
stick.
toasting.
Right off the stick.
Right off the stick,
Okay.
and then you get a toasted coconut marshmallow.
And we talked about being toasted earlier,
That's exactly right.
right? And you thought I didn't remember. I have to tell you
It was
that
hard to know.
next week we have a special guest. He's not a chef. He's a nephrologist from New York. His name is David Goldfarb, and we're going to be talking about, we're going to make latkes together, which I'm really excited about.
Oh, you're
And-
toasting.
And yes, look at, can you see the toasting on that?
Looking good.
And it's much faster than jet puff.
Whoa,
Yes,
Whoa.
we're on fire.
because it's real.
All right, I think it's ready.
Yeah, you should eat that.
On one of our first shows, I reached out and I made something, and I stuck something very hot in my mouth. And what I did was the hot food on my mouth dance. So I'm avoiding that by letting this cool because
Soon
I
as I-
can't dance. Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
So here we go. Drum roll, please. Here we go. All right. I could eat that all day. I really could. These are all really, really good. Just so you know, if you're watching and you want some marshmallows, you may not have time for the holidays, but for New Year's you would, for Christmas, but you can order some by going to ellsmarshmallow.com. And Elle's, Lissa Levy's name is LL, something like Lois Lane or Lucy Lane if you're a Superman fan. And that's how she came up with the name Else, because she's Else. Do people call you Else or do they call you Lissa? They call you Lissa.
They call me Lissa, but sometimes my husband calls me L squared.
That was a witch, wasn't it? I'm sorry, I may not have heard that right.
I mean, maybe some days.
Right, I get it. Hey, listen, Lissa, thank you very much. We're going to do this again, maybe in February or so, and we'll do.
Oh,
something.
sounds great.
And we love having you on, and we really appreciate your time and effort. This is Mark Alyn Cooks. If you have comments, if you're watching this in the repeat, in the as it's been saved on Twitter or YouTube or one of the other places, it was you can make comments there too. Bring Josh's comment up. Oh, applause. I thought they were potatoes, Josh. I wasn't sure. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I agree with Josh. We applaud our good friend Lissa Levy. Why do I do that? Levy? I wish people would get it straight. One way, that's what I think. Anyway, have a great night. Happy holidays, everybody. Next week it's latkes for us. And, yeah, Lissa can make some applause potatoes for next time. You got it. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you for watching.